Hey everybody, welcome to Unturned. My name is Brad and I'm going to give you a guide into the complex world of crafting. Now, this game at face value doesn't look like a lot, but there is much more than meets the eye, okay? So, this game is in early access, but there are a bunch of things you can already craft, including supplies, barricades, houses, food, drinks, clothes, medical supplies, attachments, gear, and a whole lot more, alright? So, at the moment, all you can do is go to one of the many wiki pages and look up the recipes for crafting. There's no real tutorial in the game for it, so in the description you'll find a link to a page that includes all the recipes. Now before you begin crafting, there's a few things you may need, first being a lot of space, so search for the biggest backpack you can find, and so far that is the rucksack, which can carry up to 20 items at 30 kilograms. But when you're first starting out, pretty much any extra space will do. Next you may need some tools depending on what you're crafting. For example, if you want to make a house, you're going to need wood, and to get wood, you're going to need an axe, and that alone may take a while to find, but we'll start at a simpler level. So, first of all, you'll probably notice many of the moldy foods lying around like corn and carrots, so just pick them up by pressing F, then press tab to open your inventory, click on the crafting tab, then right click on your specific object, bring it over to the crafting table, then you can press craft and you get seeds from that object. The seeds can then be planted and you can begin farming and eating healthy food that won't get you sick. There's a lot of objects in this game that are similar to food because they can also be broken down. This includes clothing, which is usually found in the clothing store. If you find a pair of pants or a shirt, throw it in the crafting table to get cloth. Cloth can then be crafted by itself to make rags, which patch up injuries and increase your health by 5% when used. And you'll start to notice how much of an impact crafting has on survival in this game because of all the things you can make. Now this is where things get a bit more complicated. There's a lot of objects in this game, so obviously I can't go over everything, but I will go over the steps with building a house. As I said before, you need an axe, which can be used to chop down trees. Do this a few times so you can collect both logs and sticks. Those are the two most basic objects made out of wood, which create everything else. I'll try to make a small diagram of what each makes. So, logs make boards, boards make wooden plates make wooden frames, and wooden frames make the foundation to your house, and they can also make walls when mixed with other things. Now this is all going to seem complicated at first, but once you build a house, you'll get the hang of it. But definitely print out the page linked in the description with all the recipes. Now sticks are a bit different. They create wooden supports and wooden pillars. But to create the pillars, you need to mix with boards, which come from logs. So in the end, everything's going to intertwine, and this is just one specific case out of many. And I'll probably confuse you with going over each step. But if you want to build a house, these are like the finished pieces that you need. So you're going to need the foundation first, then put wooden pillars on all four corners of the foundation. And then you can just make wooden walls that go around it. And depending on what you use to craft, you can make doorways, windows, stuff like that. So all those individual pieces stem from both logs and sticks. Directions for each piece can be found on the page linked here. Just take it one step at a time and you'll finish your first house in no time. Like I said, there's no limits to crafting. You can make barricades with nails and boards, you can make storage by creating crates, and just so much more. Lastly, this isn't really crafting, but I'll show you how to use the attachments with your gun. Basically, you'll find an assortment of scopes and other attachments on the ground. When holding your gun, press T, and it will show a diagram of all the parts you can change. If you have certain scopes in your inventory or stuff like that, they can be added onto your gun. So, that's it for now. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to support it, please leave a like and subscribe if you are not already. I'll be sure to have more tutorials in the future, and have a great day!